Hello and welcome to my new subscribers. It's great to have you here. This channel is all about computer science and IT, nothing more than that. It's all computer science, all IT, and I deal with different exam boards, but in this video we're going to be looking at Python. I'm going to look at some bit more advanced features than I've looked at before. I'm going to be looking at commenting code. So what I'm going to do all that is we're going to create a Celsius to Fahrenheit converter program. So here you can see I'm in idle and I've gone to file and new and I'm ready to start. And what I've done is at the top I've started to comment my code. So I put my name, I put what the program is there. Underneath there I might, if I was a student, I'd put my candidate number and centre number, particularly if I was going to hand that into the exam board. Then I'm going to put what I've actually written there, what the file name is going to be, and now using the hash symbol I'm going to put the date. Okay, so the date is the 22nd of September 2019. Recommend that you comment the code. If you're going to hand this into the exam board, you cannot write too many comments for that. It's so important. It shows that you know what you've written there. You know what the code is. You haven't just gone to the internet and ripped off someone else's code. You've done that yourself. It's really important. It's so important to comment the code. And as I go through Python videos, I'm going to be talking about that more and more and modelling that, because you cannot write too many comments on there. Even if you think it's really obvious, it shows that you understand it. It shows that it's your code. It's really important. So now I'm going to go jump straight into writing my code. So I'm going to create a variable called Celsius. Okay, so this is where it could go wrong. I could misspell that. And if I type, Python doesn't care how you spell Celsius, but if you get it wrong, if you don't match, if you use that variable again and you spell it wrong the first time and correctly in the second time, it's not going to accept that. They have to be the same name, because if just one letter is out, it will be a completely different variable. So Celsius equals int, so I want an integer input. So I've specified quite clearly here that I want an integer input. I want a whole number input. I don't want a decimal number, I don't want a real, I don't want a half. I want a whole number input. I don't want a string. It must be a number, otherwise my calculation is not going to work. So what I've done is I've specified exactly int. So when I take my input, it has to be an integer. So temp in Celsius. Okay. So I might just make that a bit nicer. So please, good manners there. Please enter the temp in Celsius. Okay, so I've made it clear to the user what I want them to do. Please enter the temp in Celsius. Okay, they've input the temp. For some reason, cursor's gone to there. I just want it back there. Okay. I don't need that to indent. So, create a new variable called Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit equals Celsius. Make sure you spell it properly. If you get that wrong, it's a completely different variable you're working with, and there won't be any number in there. So make sure you've matched that up to that. Maybe if you're not particularly good at typing in the same thing again, maybe you just copy and paste that. So Fahrenheit equals Celsius multiplied by 9 over 5 multiplied by 9 divided by 5 added to 32. Okay, so that's saying Fahrenheit equals Celsius times 9 over 5 plus 32. So that's my calculation. Then I'm going to print that out. Print Fahrenheit there. So I'm going to print that value, and then I'm going to write Fahrenheit there. Okay. So before I run it, I'm just going to comment it. Okay. So take the input in Celsius. Just enlarge that so you can see it a bit better. Take the input in Celsius. Okay, so now what am I doing here? Perform the calculation. So again, if you had copied that code from the internet, from Stack Overflow or wherever, if you commented it, well, you shouldn't have copied it in the first place. But commenting it shows that you haven't copied it. Shows that you understand what you've written there. So print Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm going to simply write print the output. So I need to save that, and I need to save that as C2F because that's what I called it in the top there. And now I'm going to run it, and I've got invalid syntax there. So we come across our first error, and you can see how it works. It highlights it in red very helpfully. Because Python is an interpreter, it interprets each line of code separately. It's able to, when you have an error, it's able to point you to the right line. So I've got a syntax error there, so I need to look at that and find out what that's wrong. Now usually 9 times out of 10 it's not actually on that line, it'll be on the line above it. So I need to look at that carefully and look at where I went wrong. So int input, that looks okay. I've opened the bracket there, I've opened the bracket there, I put that in. So I did add these quotation marks there to close that, close parenthesis, so that's not the problem. What can I see there? Okay, I can see that I actually didn't close the bracket there. Okay, so what we're saying is when we open a bracket we must close it, and I forgot to do that there. So I'm going to run that again. Okay, run that again, and this time it works. So my temperature in Celsius out here at the moment it's 32, so it's 89.6 Fahrenheit. And that is the answer to that. Okay, so just going back to this, we've learned quite a lot today. We've learned how to do comments, how to deal with errors as they occur, and as you start programming, the most common error is going to be a syntax error. So I showed you how to deal with that. Remember, we said that it's probably not on the line that you think it is where it highlights, it's probably on the line above that. And just take the time when you get a syntax error to look at, did you close the brackets, did you close the quotation marks, have you misspelt a variable, did you put pint instead of print, what did you do there? Is something misspelt is the answer to a syntax error, so just double checking it. Okay, so give that a go, try that program out. Add some comments to it, comment the code, and let me know down in the comments how you get on. Thank you.